Viva Las Vegas, Viva Las Vegas. How I wish that there were more than 24 hours in the day.
Boys and girls of all ages.
They changed it to Effects Alive mainly because we picked up the energy a lot. I mean, it's kind of gone up a couple of notches in overall energy, and I have a live album actually called Rick Springfield Alive, so they took the Alive from that to just to kind of to say this is a different show now, because the show's been around for quite a while, but it's definitely been amped up, and it's a very, very different show now.
Yeah, I'm addicted to the rhythm of the beat.
When I perform, I feel very much, I try and feel out the crowd. Sometimes it's very strange here because it's, you know, they're not all my audience, so it's been a real interesting experiment for me. Well, I wrote a couple of songs for it. We do a little segment where I kind of poke fun a little bit at my past. But basically, we all got, director and I and the musical director and the writer got together and we talked about what we wanted to do with it. And we all basically had the same idea, that we wanted it to be very personable within the giant effects, because his effects are pretty startling, but to be able to bring it down to a personal feel. Sharing the stage with effects is, it's kind of like being in a Star Wars movie sometimes, you know, they're so huge that you feel a little lost. It's so exciting to be around all that stuff. I'm still actually in awe every time that dragon comes up. It blew me away the first time I ever saw that.
Believe you can do it. Now, the sword, Arthur. Take the sword.
I've got it!
Now, Arthur. Use the sword.
Having been in bands since I was 15, you know, we've often almost blown ourselves up with pyrotechnics, so that wasn't really an issue. I was a little concerned about the height issues because there's some huge scenery and there's some fights and things and levitators, and I'm up in the air a lot of the time. And that was, although I'm not afraid of heights, I was a little nervous. It's pretty radically different from my concert show. My concert show is a lot looser and a lot more freeform. This is, you know, it is a play. I mean, it is basically a book that we do every night. So it's a lot more discipline for me.
Starting from this moment, you must find your way. Look at your life, boy. Every path leads to adventure. Your life is what you make it every day.
I read everything about the four characters, you know, as an actor probably should do. I mean, I'd certainly read a lot about Merlin and, you know, Once and Future King, and I'd read about P.T. Barnum, and actually the most interesting to me was I read quite a few biographies on Houdini, and he's a pretty amazing guy. The magic stuff is kind of a natural thing for the show, and there's couple of pretty cool magic tricks in it.
Have faith. I'm Harry Houdini.
The great thing about Houdini was he had a great relationship with his wife, which was, you know, nobody was interested in that back in the early 1900s. And but he loved his wife very much and had a very passionate relationship. And we've tried to touch on that in the Houdini segment.
But someday this will end, and I'll hold you once again. You'll be the only one.
As far as people taking something away from the show, I think I just want them to feel like they've had a ride. You know, it's Some people actually get a message out of it. Some people get charged up by it. I feel very, very exhilarated after the show, and it's great to see the look on people's faces at the end of the show. It's like a non-stop ride. You know, a friend of mine came and saw it, and he said, it's like you got to wear a seatbelt through it, you know. So that's the feeling that I love to see on people's faces after it.
Step right up, one and all, to the biggest show of all, the everlasting circles of wonder.
Very proud that it's one of the hottest tickets in Vegas. It's been around for a while, and to have still have the life and the energy that it does, and I think because it's been renewed every time someone's come in, it's very exciting. I mean, this has energy. I mean, people talk about it, everybody sees it, and they go, wow, I had no idea. The thing with a show like this, it's so hard to explain it on a billboard. You can't explain it. It's so huge. It's you know, you just got to see it.
Let it shine.